How's it going? Maria, welcome. Welcome. How's it going, guys? You hear me okay, or should I turn on the Wi-Fi? Because it's showing yellow. Actually, it should be okay. Welcome. We're about to go on our tour soon through Scotiabank Arena. I'm excited. Karen, hello. How's the service, guys? Is it okay? Not too glitchy. Connie, good to see you. I can turn off the Wi-Fi, or turn on the Wi-Fi if it's good. Focus, hello. Queen, hello. I just got absolutely soaked walking in this rain. I decided to walk, and it just started to downpour like crazy. Like, holy heck. I'm drenched right now. Evelyn, hello. Laura, welcome. Okay, good for now. Yeah, look at this. It was like, it started just a bit, ready for batting practice. No, this is basketball and hockey. You know it was gonna rain. It was like drizzling a bit, so I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna walk. And then like 10 minutes into my walk, absolute downpour. Amy, welcome. I don't think I did Neela. No, I'm from Canada. Wrong arena. Yes, exactly. That's Rogers Center. We're at Scotiabank. Thanks, Amy. Hi, Elizabeth. Thanks, Neela. Hi, Jen. Should I try turning on the Wi-Fi? Maybe once we're in there. Let me know if it's glitchy even here, and then I can just change it. But yeah. Karen, thank you. I requested a song for you to sing. What is it? Just let me know. Elizabeth, hello. Can't say she wants to say hi. Welcome. Hope you're having a good day. Shoes are squishy. Yeah, my socks are soaked. It's fine for me. Okay, good. All right, guys, tap the screen. I'm so excited for this. You know why? We're gonna be going into the Maple Leafs dressing room. How sick is that? Oh my God. Obviously none of the players are there, but like for me to go inside, it's so sick. It's gonna be awesome. We get to see where Matthew sits. Like, damn. Yeah, I'm really excited for that. But hope we all slept well and happy. What day are we on? Wednesday? I'll DM you. Alright, sounds good. Nice haircut. Thank you. Dressing room is my favorite part of the tour. No way, you did it? Your hair looks awesome. Oh, thank you. It's from the rain. Yeah. So they offer these little tours, and wait, oh, there it is. I was like, where's the tour guide? Makes you look young. We'll take it. Yeah, and then I get to take a practice shot on the Toronto Raptors court. Did you bring your picture to leave them as a good luck charm? No, I didn't. I should have. That should have been a good goodbye gift, you know. Jackie, hello. Peg, hello. So our tour starts at 3. There's apparently 11 other people, and yeah, it's from 3 to 4:30, so it's an hour and a half. And hopefully the way home it's not pouring. I can walk. We're going into the Scotiabank Arena, which is where the Maple Leafs play and the Raptors play. Kenya, good to see you. Oh, now it's nice. Now it's beautiful. When I was walking here, it was awful. Thanks for tapping, guys. Thank you. I'm tired again. Hello, user. Is that Linda? Welcome, Linda. Wow, you can make it 2. So yeah, this is Scotiabank Arena. This is where the Maple Leafs play. I didn't sleep early at all. Hi, Dee Dee. No, but it's okay. It's fine.
Go. Take it.
Oh, thanks, Kenya. Thanks so much. Surprise, surprise. Look, you can see the CN Tower through the reflection of the building. Yeah, look at this. How sick is that? Can't see the CN Tower from here, but you can see it right through like the reflection of the building. Unless, wait, where is it? No, I don't think you can see it from here. You can see it from here.
Because the problem is the pizza place that's dope is like
oh, thanks, Jen. Kelly, welcome. Thank you for the heart me. Yeah, guys, if you can send your heart me, that'd be great. Thank you so much. Tomorrow, nothing planned. But yeah, we'll do something fun. Monday is the CNE. So, and then I think Thursday or Friday or something is the Jays game. So, and yeah, just 2 little days left. It's flying by. Jojo, welcome. I didn't even see you in here. Thank you, Jojo. Thanks for the train. Appreciate it. LG Jojo. Hi, Michelle. How's it going? Thank you, Jojo. Samantha, good to see you. Hi, Lynn. Welcome, guys. Happy midweek. Apparently, Olivia Rodrigo is playing here soon. And Somber. I got here like early and I went up to security guards and I'm like, excuse me, because I need to get into a certain gate to get in, but it's all locked. So I'm like, excuse me, I don't know where to go because I can't get inside. All the doors are locked and I have a tour. And literally right behind me, like literally right behind me where I'm asking this guy the question, he like points and he's like, bro, it's right there. I'm like, oh my God. Have you guys ever done that? Like I wasn't looking for like a truck. You know what I mean? So like I asked him the question and then he's like, yo, turn around. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. I'm so sorry for even asking, you know? Hi, Alyssa. How are you? Shaggy's playing tonight. Hi, Stephanie. I'm excited too. Did you get the stain out of your shirt? Not really. I gotta use like stronger stuff. No. Got a little mark. Thank you for the heart, these guys. Thank you. Thanks, Stephanie. Thank you, Alyssa. Thank you, Toppers. Doing great. I just got drenched in the rain. So if you see I'm wet, that's why. I used Murphy oil soap. I used dish soap, but there's a little mark that's still visible. I can't get it out, but it's fine. Hi, Lisa. Hope. Thank you, Jenny. Go for the curls. Our tour starting in 6 minutes. Don't mind my tired eyes. Oh. Let it set. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's not that visible. I got most of it out, but so yeah, tomorrow I don't have anything planned. I might take the day tomorrow. I gotta catch up on so much stuff. I'm behind on notifications and everything. Thank you, Dottie, for the shield. Thank you. So yeah, and then we'll try to hop back on Friday. Sounds good. Lisa, how are you? Dorcas, hello. Thank you, Lisa. Hope. So there's 2 tours, guys. There's the classic tour and there's the premium. But it wasn't like that different, other than the fact that I get to take a practice shot on the Raptors court. So I'm like, that's worth it, you know? Jojo, thank you so much. Thank you. Hi, Denise. Where are you? Is it hot where you are? It's crazy out in Florida. I am in Toronto right now. It's been on and off all day. Like right now it's nice, but it was just pouring rain. So yeah, did he say you could record? Yeah, I did. I mean, I haven't said I'm like live because I feel like that would be like maybe not allowed, but it's fine. I can record. It's not like we have 500 people anyways. Absolutely worth it. Yeah, I'm so excited to go to the dressing room. Imagine Matthews is just sitting in the room. He's like, hey guys. I learned to love walking in the rain. It's actually therapeutic. People are looking at me like I'm nuts. I'm like getting soaked in the rain, and everyone's looking at me like, why are you in shorts and a t-shirt and walking in the rain? And I'm like, it's just water. You know what I mean? I don't mind rain at all. I can get drenched in rain. We'll dry off, right? Thank you, Laura, for the TikTok silver. Thank you. Coppers, thank you so much. Laura, thank you. Wet t-shirt contest. No, I didn't dip into a store because I don't want to be late. I shaved. It was getting too much. See, I like this length more than yesterday. It's cleaner. Thank you, Jojo. I can't stand wrestling with umbrellas if it's raining. I would just like, every time I get near a building, I just go under it. And then, yeah. Oh, thanks, Jen. I don't mind rain either, just roll with it. Exactly. Like, it's all good. We'll dry off. But it was raining like really heavily. And be welcome, Gia, welcome. All right, it starts in, what time is it? 3 minutes. Hey, Peg, I didn't even see you in here. Thank you. Thank you so much. LG Peg. Oh, shit, yeah.
You're on the tour, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I'll go if you need me, let me know. Okay. I like the hat, Ryan. Did you get a good score? It's a boot? The store, the hat? Hats? Yeah, the hats. Oh, yeah. I got this at the store. Yes, nice. Yeah, I love this hat. It's a great hat. There you go. I got the shorts. I got discount, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, both. Deep and I have been like, is it discount? Yeah, some discount. Yeah. They had the England hats on for $12. There's 55, they're over $60 a cap when you'll turn it on. Yeah. I said, screw that, I bought them for 12. They're brand new, right? Did you see that where they had the World Cup trophy? Yeah, I saw it, yeah. 5 grand or something?
Yeah.
They had the small one too.
Oh, I wish I could show you guys. I'm sure it's part of the tour to show the actual arena, but I wish I could just go inside right now.
Insane. Okay, do we have everybody?
Yeah.
I think we have everybody. Yeah, everybody. How you guys doing today?
Pretty good.
Doing well? All right. Well, that's not very enthusiastic. We're doing all right. We're on holiday today. Should be happy. He is happy. Taking an adventure. He's a Leafs fan. Doing a tour, Scotiabank.
Where's your route, just in case people are coming a little late?
We are going here and then up to 6.
Okay, sounds good. Perfect. I think you have lots of people coming right now.
Wait. Before we get started, let me introduce myself. I am your future ex-tour guide. About 1 hour and a half from now, I will be your future ex-tour guide. But presently, I am your tour guide. My name is Ryan, and this is Carlos. He is our security detail, just to make sure that you guys aren't getting up to any shenanigans. I'm sure you all will be very, very well behaved. We are taking the premium 1.5 hour tour today. So you guys get some extras beyond what our classic tours are, which we just finished moments ago. But before we get started, I'd like to get an idea. Who are you talking to on the phone? No, I'm kidding. Where are you from?
Richmond Hill, Toronto.
Richmond Hill, Toronto. Never heard of it. How about you guys?
Yeah.
Stouffville. It's just outside of here. Yeah, from Austria.
Oh my God, I got so nervous. I thought I had to say I was
We had
live.
some folks from Austria on last year. We did. I taught these people from Austria. Sorry? Right? These from the Raptors? I said to these people, when I was in university, I went to Salzburg. I took the Sound of Music tour.
And they said, what? They'd never heard of the Sound of Music.
Crazy.
Have you been to that?
No.
It's a touristy thing. Then again, so it's
I think it's still the year.
yeah. What's that?
It's still the year. You
Yeah.
have to go to Canada for 2 nights.
1,000%. Hello. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. Where are you guys from? Mississauga. Okay. And you guys? Dundalk. So where's that again? I never say Northern.
Yeah, it's not far.
Very good. So you guys are Canadians, are only international visitors, first time in Canada?
Maybe the second time, but
Yeah.
the first time here in Toronto.
Okay. Okay, good. All right. Well, I saw you guys observing that. You know all about that story?
Not why. Yeah, the song and my dad used to work for Brown Sport Cycle,
Oh.
and that's where that stick is from.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you guys, the rest of you guys, about that story in just a little bit. Bill Barocco, very, very famous Maple Leaf player. So, officially, we are underway. Let me check the time. 3:01. We're late, but we won't be that late. We're going to have ourselves a good time today. You picked a very good day to join us here at Scotiabank Arena. Show of hands, anybody been to Scotiabank Arena before? Okay, what were you here for?
Leafs game.
Leafs game?
Please, yeah.
East Raptors, guys? East Raptors, you guys haven't been? Okay. Show of hands, how many of you spent a night in jail?
No.
There's still time. So yeah, we're going to take our premium tour today. So we're going to have all sorts of fun. You are welcome to take photos and take video clips on our tour today. You picked a good day to join us because it's what we call a dark day, which means there's nothing happening. There's no hockey game. There's no basketball game. That means we have access to every place. If there was a Raptors game here tonight, we wouldn't be able to go in the Raptors locker room, or vice versa with the Leafs. So a good day to come by and join us here at Scotiabank Arena. But before I get ahead of myself, a little history about the space we are standing in right now. Believe it or not, this wasn't always used, this space in this building, as an arena. In fact, it wasn't an arena at all. This is actually a totally different building than what it was originally constructed as. It was built, the original building was built in the year 1940. I remember it well, I was a young man at the time. No, I wasn't even born yet. 1940, it was the Toronto Postal Delivery Building, basically a big post office. Hundreds of thousands of pieces of mail would come in here every day. It was very, very busy during the Second World War, when a lot of that mail was coming through here from Canadian military fighting overseas in Europe, of course. I have it on good count that the Canadian Department of National Defence also used this space in here as well to develop some espionage and spy strategies and tactics that were employed over in World War II. So who knows what kind of secrets were devised in the space we are standing in right now. So it was used basically for that purpose right up until the late 1980s. All right, and then they basically demolished it. Let's jump forward into the Scotiabank Arena time machine now. 1993, that is when the NBA awarded a basketball franchise to the city of Toronto. Of course, our basketball team is known as the Raptors, right? We started operations, basketball operations, in 1995. Not here, of course. We played some games at Skydome, Maple Leaf Gardens, and everything started here basically in 1999. So in 1995, the Raptors actually started playing. But there's another professional sports team in this town. They are called the Leafs. The Leafs. They play at an arena that is still in place nowadays, but is no longer really used mostly as an arena. Where the Leafs used to play, anybody know that name of that arena?
Maple Leaf Gardens.
Maple Leaf Gardens, that's right. It's about a kilometer north of here. Nowadays, it's pretty much just a supermarket, a Loblaws supermarket. There is an ice pad on the upper level still where the local TMU team plays, varsity team, formerly Ryerson University. But you can go check it out if you have time. You can go walk through the Loblaws. They still have the center ice dot. I think it's the tuna aisle.
Yeah.
But they have some chairs.
Pasta, tuna, cinnamon.
It's very, very cool.
It's good.
So if you have time, you can go. You can check it out. It's free to walk in there. So that is Maple Leaf Gardens. Now I say that because Maple Leaf Gardens has been around for a while. Maple Leaf Gardens was built in 1931, so it was starting to show its age by the time the 90s were coming around. So the Leafs got wind of the fact that the Raptors were getting a brand new facility built here just for them. So they got, as the kids say, they got a little jelly. They wanted in on that action on the brand new technology building, right? So what did the Leafs do? In 1998, the Leafs purchased the Raptors to form Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment back in 1998. First 3 events that took place in this arena, it wasn't Scotiabank, it was called Air Canada Center at the time. February 1999, I think it was the 21st, 99. The Leafs defeated the Raptors, night 1. Night 2, the Leafs defeated the Montreal Canadiens. Night 2, the Raptors defeated the Vancouver Grizzlies. Right, you see the Canadian team here. Vancouver Grizzlies, of course, not in the NBA any longer. Night 3, a Canadian band. You might remember them. I mean, you guys might be too young to remember this band, the Tragically Hip. Here on night 3. All right. There's a deep connection with the band, the Tragically Hip, and that player right there, Bill Barocco. All right, we're going to see Bill Barocco's banner in just a minute. I'll tell you the story of Bill Barocco when we get upstairs. All right. So the Leafs purchased the Raptors, and they formed Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment. First 2 games took place here in 1999. So that's a bit of an intro. Now we're going to actually go see some stuff, or we just staying here the whole time. No? I think we can go in.
Involved because you got a wheelchair.
Yeah, I know, but we can go. What's the? Oh, that one. Is that one? Right?
The wheelchair access.
Yeah. Let's go this way, guys.
Is that where you're going?
That's where the
It's begun. I don't know, like, technically if I can live stream it, so if you see the camera down, you're allowed video, you're allowed pictures, but I don't know about live, so just in case, guys. We should go to a game this year. What do you guys say? A little Leaf game? Oh, let's go. Let's go.
Feel free to have a seat.
Wow, it looks so different without ice.
There too.
Look at this.
Grab one of those if you need an extra one. Space here, you can move up there if you like. Pull that chair out of the way if you want.
Yeah, just pull it. There you go.
Yes, you are welcome to take photographs or video clips. This is all about your tour today. So for those of you who have been here before, you'll notice that it's a little bit of a different vibe when there's nobody in the building, right? Looks like we have our tour group down on the ground right now, taking some photos. And guess what? We're going to be able to do that same thing in a little while from now. But as you look around here, a couple things I wanted to point out, and I'm going to ask you a few questions as well. We have hockey in here. We have basketball in here. We have concerts. We have Cirque du Soleil. We've had MMA. We've had all sorts of things. But can anybody take a guess how many people we can get in here for a basketball game?
26,000?
26. What else do we have? Any other guesses? You know what? Someone count the seats. We have all day. We roughly get about 20,000 for a basketball game, about 19 for a hockey game. When we're in basketball mode, of course, as you know, we put seats on the floor itself. These boards you see around, they are the actual hockey boards. The biggest, most common question we get here is, can you play a basketball game in here on a Tuesday and have a hockey game in here on a Wednesday? And the answer is absolutely correct, 1000%. So say there was a Raptors game here tonight. A crew of about 25 people would come out about 10 o'clock. They would start dismantling the court. It basically goes together like a big jigsaw puzzle. And then they would take out the floorboards under the court, and under those floorboards is the ice. The ice is in place the entire season, the hockey season. It is not in place now, of course. The ice actually goes on top of that concrete floor. There's a complex series of pipes underneath there that build the ice once they spray in the liquid ice, and they build it up to about a height of about 1 3/4 inches. For hockey, for figure skating, it's about 1 inch. It's a little softer as well. I was here last September for training when I was starting this job, and they were just spraying in that liquid ice. It was very cool to see that, and putting in the decals and the murals and all that sort of stuff. Very interesting to see that ice. As I said, it does stay in place the entire season and melted down at the end of the season. How long does it take to convert from, say, basketball to hockey? About 5 hours. So they will get that ice exposed to the air as quickly as possible, and then they can do any repairs, they can do a few floods and get it ready for the hockey game the next day. We have all sorts of uses for the arena. Scotiabank Arena is one of the busiest venues in North America. We have close to 200 events every single year. And when you come to a concert or a game, of course you get hungry, you get thirsty. Anybody want to take a guess? What is the number one selling concession here at the arena? Popcorn. Anything else? Pizza, beer. Well, you guys are both right, sort of. Number one seller is popcorn. When you think about it, it's probably relatively cheap. And, sorry, do you drink beer? Maybe. He said maybe. He's not old enough to drink beer yet. Now, I know in Austria the drinking age is 12, right? Close. 16. It's 16. I asked the Austrians earlier. They said it's 16. So you can't drink beer yet, so not as many people will be drinking beer. But number one is popcorn. But as far as beer goes, I don't know if this is a source of pride or embarrassment. Out of all similar venues all across North America, Scotiabank Arena in draft beer sales is number one.
Oh, man.
Last year we sold 363 million liters of draft beer, and that's enough draft beer to fill 45 Olympic-sized swimming pools.
Oh, my God.
So us Canadians like our beer, and I know Austrians like their beer as well. So what else can I tell you about this? Oh yes, we've had all sorts of performers over the years. Carlos, he has been to 90% of it. Carlos has worked here for 59 years? No, 26 years? 26. So he's seen a lot of performances. Bruce Springsteen has been here, Taylor Swift, David Bowie, U2, The Killers, Nine Inch Nails, Depeche Mode. Who are some of your other favorites, Carlos?
Oh, so U2, Paul McCartney.
Right, Bon Jovi.
Nine Inch Nails.
Bon Jovi, in fact, is one of the biggest selling performers here over the years. Basically, the stage generally will be at this end. That's why you see the draping there. Sometimes it is in the middle. Right down there, back in 2005, U2 set a record for the most back-to-back performances here at the arena. They did 4 shows. The next night, Eddie Vedder and Pearl Jam came out on that stage and performed. Everybody thought U2 had left town, but they didn't. Well, at least Bono didn't. Bono came out. In fact, that's Bono right there. No, it isn't. Bono came back on stage and performed a couple of songs with Eddie Vedder. In fact, they performed some Neil Young songs as a tribute to the Canadian connection. Neil Young, of course. The scoreboard you can see right there. That is actually the second scoreboard we've had at the arena. That was installed here in 2008 at a cost of $8 million. The seats, you'll notice there are colored seats here. This is actually a direct reference to the original arena the Leafs played in, Maple Leaf Gardens. I don't know if you remember, they had colored seats very similar to this. The only difference at the very bottom, the seats were gold. Here they are platinum, and that represents the elevated experience here at Scotiabank versus Maple Leaf Gardens. The very top are the nosebleeds, and we'll see those when we go upstairs in a few minutes. At Maple Leaf Gardens, do you remember what color they were? Purple. They were gray.
Great, that's right.
Here they are purple, so you were close.
That's right.
No, you were very close. They are purple here because that represents the original color of the Toronto Raptors. Now the Raptors are red,
Right.
as illustrated by that T-shirt right there. So yeah, that gives you an idea of how we're set up here in the arena. What we're going to do now is we are going to take a trip upstairs. Anybody afraid of heights? If you are, take some medication now, because we're going to the top uppermost part of Scotiabank Arena, but I promise you it is mostly safe. It's very safe. Come on, let's go.
Mostly.
I'm loving this so far. Maybe it's because I love the Leafs. I don't know. This is sick. I can't believe we have the most beer sales. What the heck? Is that a flex or not? Probably not. Yeah. It's so, I've never obviously been here when there's no event. It's so weird. Susie, welcome, my princess. No worries, guys. I just don't want to get in trouble. So I'm like trying to be careful. It's one thing to take videos, another thing to like broadcast it, because then it's like I'm bringing 60 people, you know what I mean? So no worries.
We catch up. know what the symbolism of the leaf logo is on your shirt and also on your hat and on my hat? Do you know what it means? All the symbols in there?
We'll get them next year.
This funny guy. He'll explain it to you.
I'm going to explain it to you in a little bit, and then you can tell all your friends about that symbolism, or you can forget it immediately. It's up to you.
Wait, remember.
Anybody know the name of our mascots?
For 3 months.
That's our
bear.
mascots. In the driver's seat, that is Raptor. We just call him Raptor. But everybody know the name of our leaf? Carlton. You know why he's called Carlton? Aha. What was that again, sir?
Maple Leaf Gardens.
Maple Leaf Gardens is on Carlton Street. On the back of Carlton's jersey is number 60 because Maple Leaf Gardens is located at 60 Carlton Street.
You guys all go in, I'll take the wheelchair stuff.
The fellow who runs the tour program here actually is the very first mascot, Carlton the Bear. We call him Bear. I actually don't know his real name. Is that weird? It is a bit weird. All right, most of you come with me, and the rest of Carlos is going to take those photos up. Come on up. All right. See you guys in about 5 hours.
5 hours, buddy.
So this is the most glamorous part of the tour. This is the media elevator. This is the worst elevator at Scotiabank Arena. It's very slow. On game days, if we're doing tours, it takes forever because this is all the journalists, the TV people, the radio people, they'll take this elevator. It's guarded by security usually, so people don't go up here.
Dark, high, everything that I never wanted to.
Holy heck. That's crazy. Oh, wow.
Yeah? Probably worse than sitting up there. Yeah, so you can see the purple seats now. These are the top seats, which is a reference to the 20 color. This, where the 312 is, that is actually standing room, partially obstructed views. They sell out. Because you're sitting in one of these seats, you know, you got this big, you can't see the whole thing through. But they do sell out. We'll just wait for the rest of our group and we'll continue on.
I think when you guys are in spot, in the middle here. Right, very back. In the purple, right at the very back. Well, I'm not sure what's on the back. I think it was this side because they had TVs.
We're just waiting on the other group. Yeah, exactly. I mean, listen, even the highest up tickets, they go for like, I don't know, 100?
That's for the thing.
It's so dark. Can you even see me?
Yeah. Okay, we're all set. All right, friends, let's go into the Foster Hewitt Media Gondola.
Thank you.
Now we can see
Wow.
what it's smelling.
That's sick. That's where the announcer sits.
All right. Now you might want to get a picture of this. Get your camera ready and take a picture of this table. This table has no historical significance. It's just a table.
Oh my god.
Nearly got you, didn't I?
Yeah, I did
But
that.
it's always there.
It looked like a special table. I don't know.
I always get one when I make that joke.
The guy with the phone.
Come on down here just a little bit. We're going to talk about this smell here. You come in a little bit closer. Okay, so the Foster Hewitt Media Gondola. This is where all the broadcasters will come and call the game. Radio, television, newspaper writers, magazine writers. Does anybody know who Foster Hewitt was?
Oh, radio announcers, radio announcers.
That's right. Foster Hewitt was the original radio broadcaster of the Maple Leafs. This is going back way back, 1920s, okay? The Leafs started off as the Toronto Arenas in 1917, became the Leafs in 27, they're the St. Pats for a while. But in the 20s, predominantly, Foster Hewitt was the radio guy. So the only way you could take in a Leaf game in Toronto was either go to the game or listen on the radio. So when the Leafs moved to Maple Leaf Gardens in 1931, there was this gondola, physical gondola at the top of Maple Leaf Gardens, high atop the arena. So Foster could call the radio games. He could get a bird's eye view of what was happening, right? Maple Leaf Gardens was built in only 6 months because they were rushing to get it ready for the upcoming season. A lot of extra labor in Toronto at the time because of the Depression years as well. So they said because it was rushed to be made in time for the season, some of the other less hockey-related activities may not be as safe, including the media gondola that Foster Hewitt was in. There's a picture there of him coming down the steps from it. But apparently it was this rickety old thing at the top of Maple Leaf Gardens. And you probably can attest to this. I went to the Gardens when I was a kid a few times, and it was really starting to show its age. Some of the bathrooms in the upper levels weren't the greatest bathrooms.
Terrible
The troughs. They had troughs.
Terrible.
No individual. There
was no privacy at all.
It's like, am I in the 1880s or 1980s? It's very bizarre. Anyway, so you can understand why the Leafs wanted to come to this arena, right? So anyway, I digress. The only way you could take in a game is to go to the game or listen on the radio. So Foster was the media broadcaster. Whenever he called the games on the radio, he would always start the games to start the same way. Hello, Canada, and hockey fans in the United States, and Newfoundland? Right behind that gentleman says, and Newfoundland, and a Canadian serviceman overseas. It's okay, you can stand back
Great
there.
province, buddy.
It's okay, it's okay. I just want to show people that. So what's interesting though, isn't Newfoundland part of Canada?
Wasn't that?
It wasn't before, right? Anybody remember what year they became part of Canada? 1949. 1949. So that's why at the time, this is in the 20s, he said, and Newfoundland, because they're kind of a territory at that time. He also added the part about Canadian servicemen overseas because of deep connection between the Leafs and military personnel fighting, especially over World War II, but anybody fighting over in any foreign conflicts, they would listen to Leafs games on the radios, and that made them feel like, their connection to home and their connection to their beloved Maple Leafs. In fact, if you watch the Hockey Night in Canada broadcast nowadays, I think they still use an old soundbite from Foster, just as a little montage or something, so that's kind of cool. Foster's the only broadcaster that's been nominated into the Hockey Hall of Fame. If you do go to the Hall of Fame here, which is not far from here, you can see a reference to honor Foster. If you're a broadcaster nowadays and you are recognized for your excellence, you cannot get into the Hall of Fame. You are given the Foster Hewitt Media Award or one of these other sports media awards you can see right here. Yeah, so that's very cool about how you could take in a game back then, because believe it or not, TV wasn't around back then. Anybody know when TV came out? When was TV?
1955.
Yeah, 1950s, right? Were you around? Nah, man, you're too young.
Just before I was.
Yeah, okay. Speaking of TV, we're going to go see an actual broadcast booth where Sportsnet, TSN, and Monday Night Prime do their broadcast show.
Is that where they make Coach's Corner or something?
No, Coach's Corner is done in the studio. That's done at the Sportsnet studio. I used to work at Rogers Sportsnet. So their studio was up at Mount Pleasant and Bloor. They used to do it at CBC, but that's...
So this is where like Joe Bowen would sit, or?
Joe Bowen sits in the room right beside where we were standing. And Joe Bowen, by the way, is just retired. He's the current radio broadcaster. They're going to name the radio booth here the Joe Bowen Memorial Booth. So that booth we just saw a minute ago.
Thank you.
Yeah, so this is where the TV guys would sit. They could watch the replays on the monitors. They have lights there above the monitors, so they look good on TV. And these tape back here, this is where they set up their little network backdrops. Pretty cool. Now, if you look straight ahead as well, you'll see these banners. Does anybody know what these banners represent?
Old Leaf players? Old Leaf players?
Definitely old Leaf players.
Yeah.
You know?
Retired numbers.
Retired and honored numbers.
That's right. They are the retired and honored numbers. So basically, if this gentleman wearing the McKinnon shirt right here, if he makes the Leafs in a few years and he wants to wear, say, number 27 that Daryl Sittler wore, hey, I want to wear number 27. Sorry, it's retired. Now, originally, the numbers weren't retired. They were just honored originally, and they kept the number in circulation. That's why in some cases you see some duplicates, like Johnny Bauer number 1 and Turk Rhoda number 1. In addition, a lot of these players played in different eras, right? So the tradition of actually retiring numbers, a lot of leagues and do that nowadays. There's a pretty famous baseball team in New York City, I think they're called the Yankees, that's right. They say that they started the tradition of retiring numbers. They are liars. It was the Maple Leafs in the year 1934. Wow. So they started that tradition. A couple of points I wanted to point out here in terms of how these numbers are displayed. The lower numbers are in the middle, and then the larger numbers go out to the sides. Number 13, number 21, they are paired together. Can anybody guess why? Matt Sundin and Borja Salming.
Captains?
Sweden.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They're both from Sweden. Number 27, Daryl Sittler. He was my hero when I was growing up in the 80s. He's a great hockey player, but also his son shares the same name as me, Ryan, so that was kind of cool. Back when I was a little kid, there weren't many Ryans around. A lot of them around nowadays. Interestingly enough, that banner back this past February was lowered down for a ceremony we had here. It was the 50th anniversary of a record that Daryl Sittler set here in 1976, not here at Maple Leaf Gardens. What was that record?
6 goals, 4 assists.
6 goals, 4 assists, so 10 points. You guys are both right. So Daryl was here with all his besties, and then we had some celebrations, and then they went for a steak dinner at the hot stove, which we're going to take a look at in just a bit as well. I was not invited to that steak dinner.
If I can just interrupt 1 minute, I got a call that said they're going to raise the scoreboard, so that means we probably can't go into it.
Okay,
Send it up, okay?
that's fine.
You'll see it going up.
That's cool. Let's see. What are they going to do it now?
Yeah.
Isn't it raised to the top now?
It goes really, no, it goes really low, that's low.
Oh, is it moving? Do you guys see it
Yeah.
moving?
Yeah, it is moving.
Yeah, so we're going up, so we basically can't go into the bowl.
We can't go into the bowl, like we don't really go to the bowl anyway, but we can't go into the bowl because we don't want that to fall on our heads. Thank you for that.
See how slow moving.
I've never seen that before. That's very cool that you guys are actually seeing that happen. I have seen that lowered right to the
Down
bottom,
to the bottom when you do maintenance.
and you see a guy with a ladder and they get changed the whole light bulb.
Sorry to interrupt you.
That's all right. So these are the banners, of course. Other interesting story about number 17. Over on the left side, you see Wendell Clark there. If you are lucky enough to have your number retired, basically you are given a duplicate banner to do whatever you like with it, and one hangs here. In the case of Wendell Clark, number 17, his personal banner, he took it back to his childhood arena in Kelvington, Saskatchewan, where it hangs in an arena to inspire young hockey players, perhaps to play professionally someday. So that is kind of cool. Now, there are some other banners on the other side of the arena. There are 13 blue banners you can see there, and the number 13 represents what? What do we have 13 of for the Maple Leafs?
Come on. He
Stanley Cup.
knows.
Last time was what year?
1967.
1967.
Yeah, you knew that.
So on the other side,
You all know that.
there are 13 Stanley Cup champion banners belonging to the Maple Leafs. There is one championship banner belonging to the Raptors. You can kind of see it between those, between number 9 and number 7. And that was when we won the championship in what year?
2019.
2019.
There you go.
We do have one retired Raptor, and he is right there beside, just if you look to the right of the
Easy,
Celebs,
man.
number 10.
Vince.
That is Vince Carter, number 15. And we're going to be adding to that. Kyle Lowry will likely be next. So we're going to, obviously we have more Leaf banners because we have longer history than the Raptors. So that's that. All right, we're going to have one closer look to these banners, so follow me, friends. I think you might just need to wait up for time, okay? We got some steps here.
You're a great tour, man.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Ok, ahora entiendo.
By the way, if you're ever watching a Leafs game on TV, sometimes they'll have the healthy scratches, the Leaf players. You'll see them up in the booth, they'll get a shot of them. They will always sit in this room. There was a funny event this year where a camera was on one of the Leaf players and the
Yes.
player used a gesture. That happened in this room.
He was just playing around.
But he's having a good time. So this is where the Leaf players and the healthy scratches.
Oh wow.
This picture here, this is kind of cool. This is Armstrong on your left, and on the right. Anybody ever hear of Neil Young?
No.
Singer, writer, performer. That is Neil Young's father, Scott Young. He was a sports journalist for the Globe and Mail back in the day.
Interesting. That's where Nylander sat. Do you guys remember when Nylander gave the finger and they caught it on camera? That's where he sat. That's crazy. Wow, this is so cool. Damn. It's actually sick. I grew up watching this guy, Sundin. That was the captain. That was the Matthews of my time.
For Raptors and Leafs. This is extra seating, so to accommodate the extra journalists. The broadcast guys will be up here, and the writers and newspaper, magazine. Ladies and gentlemen, will sit on this area here.
What?
Sí,
Periodistas.
sí, entiendo que dice, solo no puedo hablar, pero entiendo.
Okay.
Gracias.
¿De dónde eres?
De Cuba.
Ah, Cuba.
¿Hablas español?
Sí, estudié español a mi universidad.
Oh, cool. ¿Eres de Canadá?
Sí, Toronto.
Estamos de Austria.
Austria.
Ya, pero yo soy de Cuba y vivo en Austria hace 3 años.
That's their new hangout right here. Cool. So this season, when you see Cheka and Hiller, they're going to be in here. Sometime. You'll see mostly Cheka in there.
Hablo un poquito español.
So if you're ever watching a Leafs game on TV, you will sometimes hear the background. If you're here at the game itself, you'll hear the famous musical instrument associated with hockey games, which is the organ. That is in here, fittingly called the organ lighting control room. So the organist actually sits in this room and does his thing. Sometimes, depending on the day, if there's a Leaf game that night, this room will be open, and the fellow operating it, I can't remember his name. What's his name?
Jimmy Holmstrom.
Jimmy Holmstrom.
He's a great
he will
guy.
invite people in and check out the facility in there. There's also a young lady that works in here who directs the in-game operations. So if you're here at a game, you see all the stuff on the jumbotron, or on the scoreboard. And I keep saying jumbotron. That's Rogers.
Rogers. Taylor Burlett. Yeah, she's actually she resigned. Like she's moving on.
She resigned mostly because of me. Is that why?
No, I just saw on Facebook the other day. She
moved on. Anyway, the young lady who did have this position, I'm sure they'll hire someone else. She basically is the director of all the in-game operations, so direct all the cameras and the promotions. That is the nerve center of that. So it's almost like a secondary level of television production. That all happens out of this room. Okay? All right, so I guess we will, we'll take the stairs, but we'll meet you at 2 Raptors,
I'm going to go to I'll be at the kitchen bomb, okay? That kitchen.
The rest of you guys follow me, because you come with me.
Okay.
They're going to take the stairs down.
How are you guys enjoying this so far? I'm loving this.
I like your shirt, by the way.
Oh, allergic to idiots?
Great shirt.
Isn't it so cool? Dang. So worth it. I thought maybe it wouldn't be that good, but like, no, this is...
Creo que aquí, gracias. Creo que aquí está más grande, ¿eh? Los otros son más pequeños. El problema es que en solo es pelota, béisbol, una pelota, ¿no? Unos estantes, es mucho desarrollo, ¿no?
Oh shit. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. No.
Thank you.
Whoops.
Want to see something weird? Holy Mohammed. Isn't that crazy? Even his hair is looking good. All that girl creeper back in the day. They didn't really wear helmets and masks back then because a lot of the pucks never came off the surface of the ice that much. Yvonne Cornway and Gary Smith, 66. That's crazy. Just wanted to pause here because you guys are, most of you are from the Toronto area-ish. I like to pause here and look at our terrible traffic. As you know, we have the 7th worst traffic in the world. And
7th worst traffic in the world.
I tell people that aren't familiar with the traffic here, it's like bad news. And some of you know this because you may be local, but the traffic is so bad here, some of the visiting teams, and even the local team, they might live in a condo or the local hotel, they will not take the team bus. They will walk here. So they'll be in public amongst everybody and having, because it's just too terrible. It's not too bad, well, it's not too bad earlier. We have the 7th busiest traffic on the planet.
Wow, 7th busiest. What's number 1? Florida?
Right?
New York?
It's like the planners back in the 50s. I stand there going, slightly caught up, right?
Thanks for tapping, guys. Oh yeah, this thing, you walk in, you don't pay. Like you pay like when you walk out. You just walk out and it charges your card.
Which is not open right now. I just wanted to pause here really briefly. We've just been wrapping up $350 million in renovations here, and some of the renovations include trials on some new concession technology. This is one of the concession technology. Basically, this is called Amazon's Just Walk Out technology, and this has come to take our jobs as human beings. This is not staffed by a single human being during an event or a concert. The only people that are here are stocking the shelves and security. Basically, how it works is you take your credit card, tap right there, charge you $25 automatically. That gate opens. You grab a beer. If you grab the beer and it's $15, you'll get that money back. If you get a beer and a sandwich and you spend $50, it'll charge you more. All these cameras, they will detect what's going on, and they will triangulate. I don't think triangulate, I just like saying triangulate. They will figure out what you took, and then basically out you go, and that's how it works. The only reason why we don't have security is in case you try to buy a beer, and you're not old enough, so we'll have a little discussion with you, maybe that too. And also, we also make sure that people take out the tabs off the beer so they're not whipping them onto the ice or the court. Amazon Just Walk Out technology. Scotiabank Arena is one of the first venues in America that uses technology. So, kind of neat.
Look at this shirt. That's why I'm standing behind him. I should have a shirt that says I'm allergic to people allergic to idiots. You know?
My friends, welcome to the Coors Light Chill Zone. This is just another way you can experience a concert or a game here at Scotiabank Arena. Basically, how it works is you buy a ticket for seats out there, which is also the chill zone. But then, before the game or the intermission or halftime, you come in here and have a Coors Light. Sorry, I didn't mean to say it that way. You guys, anybody like Coors Light here? You do not. You ever?
I don't know it.
You don't know it. You don't want to know it. Trust me.
I only know Molson.
Molson, okay. Canadian, yeah, things like that. I'm not a big fan of Coors Light, but hopefully they're not listening to me on microphones and have me fired for saying that. But anyway, this is a Coors Light chill zone, but it's just a different way you come in and hang out here. Kind of cool, rather than staying in your seat all the time, right? The other thing is this beautiful beer over here. A couple years ago, this was totally white wall.
Wow.
And then someone at a much higher pay grade than me said, you know what? We should paint that wall. So someone actually did paint this beautiful mural. That's a generic big player there, but over there on that side, does everybody know who that Raptor player is? He's the only one that has his number retired. Vince Carter, number 50. This walkway here, these people, this is a public walkway, but technically they are actually inside Scotiabank Arena. This is all connective tissue to Union Station and all that other stuff. By the way, during Raptors playoff games and Leafs playoff games, you might have watched a Raptor game on TV and you see all these people outside watching on the big screen. That is right out there. The big screen is on the other side of that wall. And that, of course, is called Jurassic Park. During Leafs playoffs, we call that Maple Leaf Square. So that all happens right out there. You come down, watch the game for free, and be amongst all your closest fans. Alrighty? Alrighty.
Entonces, si hay un partido para los básquet, entonces, es aquí, ¿no? O hay otros espacios para ese es famoso. El piso.
Who here's been to Scotiabank Arena? Probably not, right? Probably not a ton of people. No problem. I saw a couple concerts here. I saw Adam Sandler here. Remember when we saw Adam Sandler? No. It's alive. Want to say what up?
Hey, what's up? What are you recording? You're talking to someone?
TikTok. Yeah, I'm a creator.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
So this isn't live or anything, though, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. It's interesting. We had a TikTok creator here a couple years ago cause a bit of a snuffleupagus. That's not the right term. But basically in the Leafs locker room. I'll tell you that story when we're down there. But until then, if you were ever here at the arena and you're walking by here, you would never notice that right behind me here is an entire regular-sized Raptors practice court. And because you guys are on the premium tour, you get access to checking the court out. Maybe we'll even take a few shots.
We're good, we're good.
If I said yeah, you would have said get off.
Okay, guys? Okay. Let's go to the practice court. Please, man. Come on, give us somebody.
I almost just got busted. Oh my god. I'm trying. I want you guys to be a part of this. I don't like lying, but damn. This is the practice court. Thank you. Should we get a shot? Can you record me? I'm gonna take a, it's already recording.
Yeah. Record the video. Okay. Okay.
Thanks. Guys, I suck at basketball. Get me playing soccer, we're good. I was so off. I need redemption. One more. I promise I can do it. I can do it, okay? I got this. No. Now I'm pissed. Now I need it. I need another 10, guys. Here, I'll just put it down. I suck at basketball. So yeah, let's do the Raptors play. Let's do a practice. I can't believe he's like, are you on a conference call? And I'm like, no, I'm a TikTok creator. And he's like, are you live? And I'm like, no, I was like, say hi. And then he's like, are you live? And I'm like, no. Oh my God. Watch this. I need to get one in so you guys can know I can actually get one in. Okay? I can. I promise. I need to get one in so I can say I shot in the net, Raptors. I'm gonna get this in. See that? I actually got in. It's overtime. I am ending now. You did it. Now you guys know. Right? Yeah. 3 points. Took me 10 attempts. Have you guys ever seen me play basketball? Probably not, right? 5 years. I am out of breath. Oh, sorry, but
Okay, friends, let's continue on our quest, our adventure. I feel like Willy Wonka a little bit.
Oh, you did good, man. You did good. Go back next week.
this is so much fun. I love this. Right?
How's it playing? Good stuff. Now downstairs I was talking about that display case with a hockey stick in it. That is a story about Bill Barocco, number 5. His jersey is retired here, his number is retired I should say. And this story talks a little bit about Bill Barocco. Gord Downey, remember I said on night 3, the tragically hit performed here. When Gord Downey, sadly is no longer with us, when he was a little kid, he collected hockey cards, like a lot of kids probably still do today. And at least back in my day, they used to have stories and stats in the back of the cards. So when Gord Downey was a kid, he read all about Bill Barocco. 1951, Bill Barocco scored the game-winning Stanley Cup goal for the Maple Leafs in overtime. The Leafs won the cup that year. As the players do at the end of the season, they take the summer off. They go to their cottages, they go up north or whatever they want to do if they have cottages. In the case of Bill Barocco, he took one of those lightweight planes. He'd go on a fishing trip up to northern Ontario, an area called Cochrane, Ontario. He went on that fishing trip, and he was never seen again. Basically, the Leafs never won another Stanley Cup until 11 years, 1962. The same year, they finally discovered the wreckage of Bill Barocco's plane. So later on, when Gord Downey grew up and formed the tragically hit, he wrote a song about Bill Barocco, and his song was called 50 Mission Caps. So it's a pretty cool song, and that's the connection there. Now, when we go downstairs again, when you're exiting, you'll see that display case. I saw you guys looking at them. That hockey stick in that case is actually a stick that Bill Barocco used that season in 1951. The family just donated it to the Leafs to put on display, trying to kind of keep that legacy alive. So it's kind of a cool story. Now, we are going to go downstairs to level 200 in these, what we call Raptors elevators. Why do you think we call these Raptors elevators? They're a little taller, right? These are the actual elevators the players use to come up from the garage to the locker room. So I heard a rumor that basketball players are pretty tall, so they got to make these elevators tall as well. So at one point or the other, there have been Raptors in various elevators. I don't think there'll be any in here today, but
How tall this elevator is. As I promised when I was short, it's just a tall elevator.
Right, I'll meet you.
You think you fit? No?
I brought it.
Okay, we'll see that. Yeah, I guess if you're 7 feet tall and you're just going to regular elevators and regular stuff, it's a big pain in the butt, right? So they gotta make special elevators.
Oh, we're in the suites. Oh, no way. Yo, look what it is.
So welcome to the 200 level. This is what we call the Scotiabank Arena Art Collection. We have 76 pieces of art along this hallway. We have mixed media, all types of media. We have paintings. We have photographs. We have pencil drawings. You can see right there when you walk out, you'll see it. Tina Turner and Gene Simmons from Kiss. We have one here, Avril Lavigne, Canadian singer-songwriter. It's actually made with broken records to form the shape of her face. This photograph here, does everybody know who's in this photograph?
No idea.
Bieber.
Are you a believer? For sure. That's Bieber in the middle. A few other players, and of course, second from the left is Mitch Marner, who a little controversy around that because he left the team recently to go play for Vegas. So I don't know how long this picture's going to stay up here, but it's a cool picture nonetheless, right? Bieber is a big hockey fan, friend of the team. This is from the All-Star game a couple years ago, where they had, I guess, a celebrity game during those proceedings. Interesting as well is that the Leafs have a celebrity ambassador, and so do the Raptors. The Leafs, it's Bieber. He's their celebrity ambassador. On the basketball side, the Raptors, everybody who there?
Drake.
Yeah.
100% correct. Here's a fun fact you can tell all your friends. So if you're Madonna or Taylor Swift or Bruce Springsteen or whoever, and you're performing here, before you go on stage, you need a green room. It's called a green room. So basically a room to get ready, put on your outfits, maybe have 500 glasses of rum and coke, whatever you do. And that green room here is the visitors' locker room, which we're going to see today as well. But the two exceptions are made to that rule, and that is for Bieber and Drake. If you're performing here as Bieber, your green room is the Maple Leafs locker room. If you're Drake, the Raptors locker room.
That's sick.
All right, let's continue, friends. Some great pictures. Raptors
I'll show you guys the
champion.
pictures.
Here's that broken record. You know what a record is?
2019 champions.
There are some QR codes in some of these pieces. If you're interested, you can scan them to get more information.
Avril Lavigne.
Yo.
Van Vliet.
This is really good. Yeah, we're gonna probably check one out as soon as it's online.
Oh, this is a I remember this shot.
Yeah, 76 pieces by 36, mostly Canadian artists along here.
Neil Young.
Art collection.
Luke Holmes. City in Color. Imagine Dragons.
City in Color. Something about it.
I don't know what it could.
Thank you.
All right, friends, for those of you who have been here before at the Scotiabank Arena, you probably never thought that Scotiabank Arena has its very, sorry, I didn't realize we had some strikes. If you've been to the arena before, you may not have realized that Scotiabank Arena has its very own nightclub, a VIP nightclub, in fact. In fact, this is such a secret of VIP nightclub that we can't even go inside. They won't let me inside. Then again, they won't let me in a lot of places these days, but that's a different story. I don't want to get into those legal matters. So this is the Share Club. This is not owned by Drake, but Drake did help design this nightclub. Drake comes to a lot of Raptors games, of course. He's sitting courtside with the team. Oftentimes he will come into this nightclub and have a few bottles of champagne. There's a DJ booth in there. There's bottle service. Very fancy. In fact, they're renovating it. That's why there's plastic there, and they're making it even fancier. We've been trying to get this added to the tours, but they're saying, nope, can't go in there. They just want to retain the exclusivity of it, right? If you're a Hollywood actor in town, that happens a lot, because a lot of Hollywood films are shot in Toronto. There's tax breaks for Hollywood feature films, so a lot of times they're in town and they come to a game, and they're invited in here as well. But if you happen to be at the game one night and you bumped into Drake and you told him a joke and you made him laugh and he said, "Hey, come into my club with me." If that happens, like this TikToker gentleman right here, guess what security is going to take from this TikToker? His phone. No phones are allowed inside the club, which is basically your lifeline, I'm sorry. So essentially, they will collect your phone because they want to retain the privacy. They want pictures showing up on Instagram and stuff. Not that any weird activities are going on in the city. How would I know? But they just want to retain that exclusivity. So that is the Share Club. By the way, the Share in the Share Club is because Drake's maternal grandparents, their names are the Shares. Let's continue on, my fine feathered friends. Whether you're feathered or not is irrelevant. Come on. And by the way, I don't know how many people knew this, but the sport of basketball was invented by a Canadian, Dr. James Naismith, and his picture is here. On the right.
Oh, thank you.
Remember earlier I mentioned that we had a competition to ask Canadians about the names of the Raptors. We named the Raptors. But this is one of the finalists, the Huskies, because we did have a pro team here in the 40s. So once in a while we throw on these retro jerseys. These pictures here are cool. This is from the Raptors Victory Parade in 2019. This parade had the players on the double-decker buses. It snaked its way through the C&E grounds. And that parade was expected to take 3 hours. It took 7 because 2 million people showed up.
This guy's ready to chuck my phone. Anything to have you guys a part of it. I'll take the brunt. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, I don't think anyone's coming. No, guess not.
So this is another way to experience a concert, or Cirque du Soleil, or a hockey game, or a basketball game. This is one of the private executive suites here at Scotiabank Arena. The number one question we get asked on these tours is, how much does this cost? Well, it really depends on how many seats. They vary in size, but during the regular season, depending who we are playing and so forth, it can range between $8,000 and $20,000 Canadian, and that does not include food or alcohol.
What do you say?
During playoffs, prices can go way up. Some of these courtside seats during the regular season can be $2,000, they go up to $20,000.
$20,000 for the
That's
suite.
how much they can be jacked up. Like the tickets,
Take a look at their napkins.
$20K to be in here.
like the tickets,
Imagine.
Everything's subject to dynamic pricing. These suites are subject to dynamic
It's
pricing.
crazy.
But you know, if you want to come during the regular season, maybe get a few of your buddies. It might only cost you $1,200 each,
That's crazy.
depending on the size
So
of the
my
suite
suite,
or more.
you eat, you drink, you watch.
So another way to experience the game. Did you get any updates on this? Because it looks like they're done.
Yeah, you should be okay.
All right, friends, we're going to continue on.
But it's all the way up, so you should be good.
Good. I was hoping we could do that. All right, let's go, Frank. Bless you.
We got 30 minutes left, guys.
It's the best level place to be right
There's
here.
another picture of me. We're performing here.
There it is. Thanks.
Maybe, or actually, no, that's me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So during the victory parade for the Raptors championship, that is Drake on one of the floats. This is Jurassic Park. Remember that area you guys came in today? I was talking to this is where people gather. It's very cool. This is one of my favorite pieces on your right. This is a Raptors court, but it's actually made out of Raptors jersey.
Wow. Who's that? It's Mick Jagger. No, it's not. It's Steven Tyler. Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
That was a great show, buddy. Oh, man. Great live act.
Brian Adams.
Now, I'm going to guess that the last time you watched the game on television, when you were watching the game, it wasn't snowing during the game. Well, it was snowing during this game because
Winter
this
Classic.
is the Heritage Classic. This is the annual outdoor games that they play as part of the NHL, so you can see the snowflakes there. In this case, it was 2022, 2022 in Hamilton. So you see the boys here. Of course, John Tavares, he is no longer our captain. This is now our captain, Austin Matthews. You'll also notice this jersey here. Does anybody know what this jersey is? It's not the Maple Leaf jersey, is it?
No.
Toronto Arenas. This is the original name of the team back in 1917. They played on an arena called the Mutual Street Arena just north of here. So they were there for a few years, and then for a couple of years in the early 20s, they were changed again. At the time, there was a very sizable Irish population in Toronto, so they changed the name to the Toronto St. Pat's. So on St. Patrick's Day, they will wear the old green and white jerseys for that reason. I like this little item here too. You see these two pieces of tape. John Tavares at the start of every game will put these tape or retape a stick with write these dates on it because these are the dates his children were born.
That's right.
Oh, that's
So cute. Aw.
That's right. I had one of the
There's
stickers.
3 now.
Aw.
He's 3 now?
Yeah.
Everyone, you have to say aw. You have to say it. Where are we now?
Or maybe he won't.
No.
He doesn't like that picture.
Tuarez, you're so
This
cute.
is the best restaurant in the building, folks.
Probably the most expensive too.
Best. You get the best views. You get
You know, you get a nice suite here.
So this is the Scotia Club, my friends. This is one of the other restaurant experiences you can enjoy here. How it works, basically, if you wanted to check out this restaurant, is you buy a ticket for a seat right out here in one of these seats, but then it gives you access to make reservations to this restaurant should you choose to do so. You get a burger and fries, maybe 35 bucks. Pretty darn good.
This is not true anymore.
It holds 365
It's
people.
outdated.
This is the only restaurant, by the way, that does change its menu depending on a few factors, depending on what's in season, herbs or different proteins, things like that, or what's convenient, what's fresh, and it is also the other reason why they might change the menus is because depending on the demographics of the people at the venue, of course. Toronto is a very, very multicultural city, so we want to have options for food that represent the people in attendance. So it's kind of cool that way. Very popular for games, but also for concerts, because that is the stage end right there where those drapes are. So you kind of straight on view when it's all dark, it feels like you're right there. So it's very cool. Wanted to point this out too. So we have some other pieces from the Scotiabank Arena art collection. Here we have this piece. It says Matt Sundin became the all-time highest scorer for the Leafs in 2007, 2008. So he achieved a total of 420 goals as a Leaf. This is going to have to be torn down this year.
Outdated, right?
Right? Why do we have to tear this down?
Matthews.
Austin Matthews broke this record this season. I think he ended up with 427, something like that. So Matt Sundin, he is back in the organization in management, and he will be very, very happy to take this down because records, after all, are meant to be broken. But very cool, nonetheless. Let's continue, my friends. I think this restaurant holds about 365 people. Oh, wow.
It's pretty cool pick.
Oh, exactly. This is my office, buddy. When you come in here, you are right.
So my friends, welcome to the Hot Stove Lounge / restaurant. This is another restaurant here at Scotiabank. This is a high-end steakhouse. A lot smaller and intimate compared to Scotia Club. This is the only restaurant here at Scotiabank Arena that has its own entrance and exit directly from outside the building. So conceivably, you come in here and have a steak dinner, and you don't even watch the game because it does not give you access to the arena itself. But they have TVs in the bar in there, so you can watch it there. Hot Stove, it says it was established in 1963. It was, but not here, at the original Maple Leaf Gardens. If you watch Hockey Night in Canada in the 80s and 90s, I believe they had a segment called the Hot Stove segment, the second intermission maybe, and it was sponsored by this restaurant in Maple Leaf Gardens. So, what is the Hot Stove? What's that all about? Well, that right there is a hot stove, right? And what does that thing have to do with hockey? Nothing at all. So what's the connection? Well, baseball players used to use these things back in the old-timey days. So baseball is a sport played indoors, unless the roof's closed at Rogers Center. So in the old-timey days, baseball teams would have these in the dugout. They'd put wood in them, light the wood on fire, and they'd warm their hands in the cold spring and fall days, and they'd talk baseball strategy while it was in the dugout. So the Leafs in the 60s, they liked this idea, so they started a steakhouse at Maple Leaf Gardens and called it the Hot Stove. And they wouldn't talk. So management and coaches, they would go and have a dinner. They wouldn't talk baseball strategy, but they would talk hockey strategy. So that's where the Hot Stove got its name. We mentioned a little bit earlier that Darryl Sittler in 1976 had that 10-point night. And then we had a celebration this past February where Sittler and his buddies were here. And then afterwards they came into this restaurant for a steak dinner, and I was not invited. But that's okay. That's all right. Maybe next time if I say, we have the same name as his son, right? So you can get a burger here for 38 bucks. But pan-seared Faroe Island salmon, 46 bucks.
Really good.
Oh, house-cut fries is 10 bucks. They all just come for surprise. This is the Hot Stove. So my friends, you're going to take our VIP down in the elevator, and the rest of you are going to come with me because we are going to go down to the event level. This is where all the magic happens. This is the court service. This is the ice service. This is where the locker rooms. Wait a second. You guys want to go to the locker rooms or no?
Okay.
All the food is great here.
Yeah,
but
that's the good. All right, I gotta get my Caesar salad.
Pappardelle in there.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Okay.
It's so
Noted.
good.
I know.
You go with me. Event level, okay?
Okay, guys, squish, squish, squish.
Has anybody ever? Has anybody ever? If you've already been there and bought something in the merch, you can go there and they'll give you a discount. Like yourself. So did you buy something there?
Yep.
Go back, they'll apply the discount to your order.
Okay.
Tell them I sent it. Tell them I sent it.
Okay, I will say this.
10% is 10%.
I didn't know.
Okay, well that's what I'm telling you now, so go back
thank
and
you.
we'll take care of it for
I
you.
appreciate it.
No problem. So I stopped here temporarily because if you're watching the Leaf games on TV, oftentimes the pre-game stuff, they'll have a camera set up right here. The Leaf players will walk up from the garage, up those steps, and they'll walk this way. So they always walk this way, so look for that next time you watch the Leaf game.
This is where Saba and I walked through.
To the ice surface or the courts. Over here, this is the Platinum Club. This is a restaurant that specializes in French cuisine. So it's high-end, white linen, tablecloth service, very, very fancy stuff. Again, you have tickets down here. It gives you access to this restaurant. You come in before the game, have a meal. Also, what's interesting is depending on the time of year that you are here on this tour, if this was a Leafs game day today, and it was 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sometimes, or earlier sometimes the Leafs players will walk right by here, in here, not to have a fancy dinner, but they set up a casual buffet lunch, brunch for the players, so they can have a little pre-game meal. So sometimes they have stopped and talked to some of our guests, so that's kind of cool as well. All right, friends, let's continue on this one. We are going to check out what it's like to be on the ice from the player's perspective, or the court.
No way, bro. Holy heck. We're all the way up there.
Are they doing a live thing right now?
No.
Just for
Yeah, content. Yeah. You use TikTok?
I don't, sadly.
Okay.
I should probably get with it.
Yeah.
So imagine being here, 20,000 or 19,000 people. Right? About to drop the puck. Playoffs. How exciting and cool would that be? Surrounded by Leafs fans, right? I'm going to find center ice for you here. It's right around here. It is. This is center ice. This is where the center ice lot is.
No way.
Imagine taking a face off right here.
Wow.
They do the ceremonial puck drop.
That's so sick.
Yeah.
Particularly when you put the ice in.
Pretend. You're act.
Come on, man.
Like this. I'll do it like this.
Him.
Like that.
Pretend you're facing off with him. Come on, like that, man.
You guys just face off against it.
See? That's all guys want.
Are you not supposed to be live? I don't know. Just in case he's like, you got to get off.
Laid out. If you're watching the hockey game or the basketball game on TV, the camera bay is up there in 108. Filming this way. The leaf bench is over here. The visitor bench is here. The penalty box is right over here.
See, there's your other group there. They're up in the
Yeah, that's where we were earlier. Up in the.
Hello!
Oh, no.
Baby. And then my other half.
Pretty cool. Let's continue, friends, when you got a couple of pictures.
This guy definitely knows I'm live, right? At this point, he's asked me 4.5 times. Have you met a lot of Leaf players, I guess, in general?
No, because normally I do these tours when nobody's here.
Oh, yeah, true.
Sometimes I haven't been on a tour where they've walked by, like I just mentioned. I know a few other guys.
Nice.
We do, in some cases, we do what we call VIP tours, which is all this, but then you get to meet a player. So in that case, we would meet players.
Wow.
I haven't done one of those yet. I'm just pausing here temporarily because this is a very historic moment. It took place right about here in 2019. Does everybody know what it might be? But tell us the story. Kawhi shot. Kawhi Leonard with it was Game 7 of the Eastern Conference semifinal. Kawhi Leonard was standing about here. It's 4.2 seconds left in the game in overtime. That overtime period. Kawhi took a shot from about here, bounced off the rim 4 times, went in. We won that game. We went on to win the NBA championship that year. It was a fabulous shot, and he went. You can look it up on YouTube. It's very cool. Happened right about here. The place went absolutely bonkers. It's the first Game 7 overtime buzzer beater in NBA history. Happened right here. So very, very great moment in Raptors history. The bench is located right along here. You would have seen people go absolutely bonkers as well. And then after the game or at halftime, of course, the team will exit to their locker this way. That's the way we're going to go now.
Oh my God, we're in the locker room, guys. Who's ready? I want to sit where Matthew sits.
We'll go to the restaurant. See a bit left of it. So if you're ever watching a Raptors game on TV, they'll do interviews standing right about here, this spot. The visiting basketball team, they will come off and go to the right to the visitor locker. The Raptors will come this way to their locker. Let's go check it out. Yeah, you can hold that, sure.
Size of shit.
Okay, so welcome to the Raptors locker room, friends. Circular in design. I wonder if that's supposed to be like the shape of a ball. Probably. As you look around here, you'll notice a couple of things. Names of players on the team, still on the team.
You can't sit in the stall. You can't sit in the stall.
There were a lot of these have been taken out or removed because we've been making some trades, of course. So they're going to update those once we get things finalized. All right. So basically these jerseys, if players came in here, they would, the jersey would always be facing with the team name out because that suggests the idea that the team is more important than the individual, of course. Just getting a bit more information about this space too. Some adjoining rooms back here behind this curtain where this lovely lady is standing. There's a room, there's a TV room, get snacks, and things like that. Back on the left here, there's a room with a massage table. There's a little hot tub. Oftentimes you come in here after game days and it smells like chlorine in here from that hot tub. And in the back, that is where showers and lockers are. Now you look at these lockers, and you say, well, our basketball players, big guys, how are they going to fit in these lockers? Well, they don't sit in them. They sit in that chair that Carlos is sitting in. That is one of the chairs. The rest of them are in the back. We just keep them back there for storage purposes. A couple other things I wanted to show you because you guys have been so
The artifacts too.
well behaved. Scotty Barnes is on this team, and I'm going to give you an opportunity to take a photo of his actual game-used shoes. Scotty Barnes. Come on over.
Wow.
Take a photo. Try and take one of those too. These are actually game-used shoes.
Austria.
No way, bro.
Jacob,
Look at the size of these guys.
come on, buddy. I knew you'd take a picture of him.
Oh,
You like
he's
Jacob?
on the shoes.
Yeah, I had some of them. He's a good guy, eh? Very nice.
Viramos aqui.
Very nice.
Muitos outros, né?
You got artifacts too, Ryan? You got artifacts.
I think they got enough shoes. That's crazy.
Now, a couple other things here. If you are a member of this team and you're here and you're about to go on the court, the coach will always stand in this spot and bet he dresses the team here. And I invite you to come up here and say a few words. In fact, why don't you come up here right now? Come on. You just count to 10 for me. Louder.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Now, do you hear the acoustics? You can kind of hear the acoustics. There are special acoustics up here, so you can kind of bounce it off here and reflects onto the around the room, so that you can kind of hear it. You can try it yourself in a minute. But this is where the coach will address the team. They'll watch replays and stuff on that screen. But there's also a couple other things in this room that I want to talk about. Under this carpet right here, the Maple Leafs. They started the tradition years ago putting their logo on the floor in the Maple Leafs locker room. It has since went to the ceiling. So the Raptors actually copied that tradition. So their logo is still here on the floor. What I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this rug. But what is the number one rule about this logo? We do not step on the logo out of respect for the Raptors. In fact, if this rug is off and the players are here, they do not step on the logo either. And if they accidentally do, they have a little thing with each other. They fine each other. It started out a few years ago, $1,000. Now it's up to $3,000. So take a picture. A good spot to take a picture is here with that behind you. I'll give you a couple of minutes to do that, but please do not step on the logo or touch it. I think it needs a steam cleaning. It's a bit fuzzy, but
We're gonna get that done.
not there. Probably do that just before the season. Already got a photo. We'll cover it back up so we don't accidentally step on it. Did you want to get a picture in front of me? You can take a picture there. That's all right. You're good.
You're not the fan?
Thank you.
You wrap it? You're not one fan.
Pictures.
What fan?
Oh, yeah, it's
Now, because you guys are on the premium tour as well, you have access to some artifacts. You can see these artifacts behind me. These, you can hold these items, you can get a picture with it. We have a couple of game-used balls. You can hold these shoes. These belong to Marc Gasol. He used to play for the Raptors. Check this out. Put it beside your foot, get a picture. Also, Jacob Pertl. That's those his shoes. You can
What size is this? It's 16.
get a picture holding the ball if you like. That's an actual game.
my
as well. So this is part of the premium tour.
Look at the difference. Big shoes, eh?
Those are big shoes to fill.
Those ones are
It's big socks, right?
Yeah.
Your brother's size 15? Damn.
She likes to buy it.
I wonder if Mark Gasol's ever going to come back looking for his shoes. Sorry, they're part of the tours now.
Probably not.
That's okay. Yeah.
I think you could probably the sponsors get more stuff. All right. Everybody's got the photos. We're all good. As we exit the locker room here, if you're a professional athlete and you pick the Raptors or any other professional team, as you know, you got to be on the road a lot. That means you're away from your family. You miss your kids, you miss your girlfriend, your wife, whatever. So the team has encouraged everybody to add pictures of the family. So you'll see that on the wall on the right as we exit. Let's head outside to our final destination.
How sick is this, guys? I hope we go to the least dressing room, though. Hopefully. We go to the least one too, right? Should we? We go to the least dressing room? Yeah, we're going. No way. Yeah. You're going to that. Oh my god. I'm so excited for that. 6'3". Damn. So how tall are you?
Oh, gracias.
He does and he doesn't. I see.
Don, good to see you. We got about 5 more minutes left. This is the last thing. We're gonna go check out the least dressing room. Yeah. Oh my God, it's happening.
So, if you're Taylor Swift or you're Madonna, or you're a visiting hockey team or, excuse me, a visiting basketball team, this is your locker room or green room. Some of the most famous people on the planet have been in this room at some point or another, not at the same time, of course. We're talking LeBron James, Michael Jordan, David Bowie, U2, The Killers, 9 Inch Nails, Bruce Springsteen, Eddie Vedder, Pearl Jam,
Chris Cornell.
the list goes on. So they've all been in this room. This is what we call, this is used as the green room. Remember upstairs I mentioned when Bieber's here, he doesn't use this room. What room does Bieber use? Leafs locker room, and Drake uses that room. So everybody else uses these rooms. So let's pop and take a look inside.
Have you met Bieber or Drake yet?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Dude,
26 years.
holy.
He went into them.
You haven't washed those hands yet, right?
No, I said, you're okay. I mean,
Dude, I would be tripping, yeah. This is the visitor. They don't make it very nice for the visitors.
But it's generic. It's like, it's boring.
But make sure, yeah.
But all the great people have been here.
Oh, wow.
All of them.
So, of course, when we are hosts to visiting competitive, competing basketball teams or hockey teams, we want to be good hosts, and we want to make them comfortable in the locker room, but not too comfortable. So that's the idea behind a more basic locker room here. But it's the same with the Raptors go on the road too. So their locker room probably something similar to this, and the home team locker room is a lot nicer. This also doubles as the green room, as I mentioned. So all those famous people I talked about, they have been in this space at one time or another, so it's very, very cool. In the case of performers, say Madonna's performing here, this room will be dressed up with some couches, maybe 45 bottles of rum and 19 bottles of gin. I don't know what she drinks, if she drinks at all. Back there's also showers, makeup mirrors, and things like that, so people can get makeup ready. I don't know if professional athletes put on makeup before they play. I can do what you want, but that's an option if you like. Now, there is one famous story about one famous person that was in this room many, many years ago. Show of hands, anybody has ever heard of Prince? Prince is no longer with us, sadly, but Prince did come to perform here one night. And what happens, standard operating procedure is if you're a performer, a band or whatever, wherever you're performing, you have to send in advance basically a list of specifications to the venue, in this case Scotiabank Arena, about what you want in the venue. You got to talk about the kind of lighting you want. You got to talk about the kind of sound you want. This is called a rider in the business. So it's a long list of items that maybe you want 30,000 green jelly beans or 14 bottles of scotch, whatever, right? This is something that the venue, it's like a hospitality section of it in some cases, but sometimes it's technical as well. Well, when Prince performed here, he, like normal procedure, provided his rider, everything was okay, but then a couple hours before he was to arrive here, his management sent an updated rider. And they're like, wait, so what else does he want? And he went down the list and looked down the list. One item was added to the very bottom of the rider. That item was a ping pong table. He wanted a ping pong table. And guess what? We just didn't have a ping pong table lying around. So, Prince is going to get here. He's going to be very upset if he doesn't have a ping pong table when he walks in this room. So some young junior staffer at MLSE had to run out to Canadian Tire or Home Depot, wherever, get a ping pong table, rush, and they set it up right about here in this space, just in time for Prince and his entourage to walk in this door. And apparently Prince walked in, and he looked at the ping pong table right here, and goes, cool. And he never played a single match. Now, apparently Prince was an avid ping pong player, but he didn't play a single game of ping pong. Now, why would that be? Was Prince just being a jerk? Possibly, but most likely, this is why they might do something like this. There are a billion things that can go wrong during a show. Billions of things. There's sound, there's lighting, there's staging, all sorts of things. So they have this list of demands, and they put the ping pong table right at the bottom of the rider.
Can't read what they
And
say.
when Prince walks in and he sees the ping pong table here, he figures if he sees that they got that right, then all the more important stuff above it, they got that right as well. So that's the point behind that. All right?
So the
That's a true story about
They really don't want people on their Wi-Fi.
All right, Prince,
It's a visiting team.
onward.
Oh my god. I like how they keep it so like general in here.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
It's all generic in here. It's crazy. It's nuts.
Go to the dressing room.
Wanted M&Ms, but they didn't want any brown ones. Or
Yeah,
something.
that kind of stuff.
Just to make sure that they read the.
Pay attention to the detail.
Yeah.
Board of Directors Lounge. All the suits. So, as we walk along here, you notice these walls are red for Raptor Red. But magically, they then change to Maple Leaf Blue.
I've seen this on TV.
All right, let's pause here for just a second, friends. This is a very cool piece here. I love this. As you see right here, honor, pride, courage. This is very cool. A little bit of history. Now, I mentioned upstairs that originally we were the Toronto Arenas. 1917, a couple years later, we were the St. Pat's for a couple years. And then, 1927, the team was purchased and rebranded by Conn Smythe. Now, Conn Smythe rebranded the team to the Maple Leafs in 1927. He chose the Maple Leafs for a couple of reasons. And first reason is that I'm going to wait for these guys to walk by. Let's all watch them very closely. Are they making a left?
Yeah, they're going here, yeah.
Okay. So the Maple Leafs, he chose the Maple Leafs for a couple of reasons. First of all, Conn Smythe has spent a bit of time in the Canadian military, and Canadian military personnel have Canadian Maple Leaf on their uniforms. So that is a connection to the military as well. Conn Smythe has spent some time at the University of Toronto teaching and then attended it as well. The University of Toronto, I don't know if anybody's familiar with that particular institution, but their varsity team is known as the U of T Varsity Blues, right? Therefore, we have the Maple Leaf Blue. So this is a connection to when he spent some time in the military, honor, pride, and courage. He kind of borrowed that slogan for the team to go out there on the ice and play with honor, pride, and courage. These names here, these are all the names of the players that appeared on the 13 Stanley Cup and championship winning Maple Leaf teams. We have 13 of those championships. We want more. And that's why we have some blank spaces here, because we want to add more names to this mural. Make sense? Makes sense. Now, on your left here, this is the Maple Leafs locker room. Before we check that out, I just want to give you the experience, what it's like if you were a Maple Leaf player going onto the ice. You'd come out of your locker room and you'd walk down this tunnel. Come with me.
No freaking way.
The Leafs would exit their locker room. They would walk down these steps. You notice these floors are rubber, so that way they protect their skates. But you can see these skate markings on the rubber itself. They would exit the locker room, come down the steps, and onto the ice. You're not going to get very far now because we are not in hockey mode. You're going to hit your head in it. In fact, you can't get out there at all. When we do tours during the hockey season, we sometimes take people onto the bench. It's very cool. So come back and visit us again for that experience. Now, on your left and right, this is another restaurant here. This is the MNP Pass Social Club. This is a Mediterranean restaurant. And this is another one of the ways you'd experience a game or a concert here. And again, how it works is you get a seat down here at the platinum level, and you get a seat out here, but that gives you access to these restaurants. So that's kind of cool, right? If you watch a game on TV, a Leaf game, at the start of the period, or start of the game, you'll also see this section, the lower section. There's nobody, a lot of people have empty seats. Like, what's going on? Where are these fans? Well, they're all in here drinking booze. That's what they're doing. Then they eventually will come out. Now, it's cool if you're sitting here, you can watch the players come on and off the ice. But as you know, hockey is a pretty physical sport. Sometimes there are injuries. Sometimes there are fights. So if that, in fact, does occur, there's an injury, the protocol is the trainer will escort the player off the ice. We don't want these people looking at this player's injury. Maybe he's got a bloody nose. Maybe he's got a knee injury. We don't want these photos of this player with an injury appearing on Instagram or TikTok 5 minutes later. So we have someone like Carlos here who will pull this curtain over to get some privacy, but also look at the glass here. Magically, this switches over to block view. So if you're in the restaurant, you can't see what's happening. It gives the player a little dignity, gives the player a little privacy as well. That's very cool. Little switch there. All right, that's kind of cool. So we're now heading into
Well, I'd like to get ripped on right now. He's ripping on me. Yeah? He's ripping. Holy heck, man. Damn.
All right, friends. Very special place we're about to enter. Very revered place. Only up until a couple years ago, we never had access to this locker room, but today we're going to do just that. Before we do that, a little symbolism for you. This gentleman here, what's your name?
Callum.
Callum?
Yeah.
I love that name. Kallum?
C-A-L-M.
C-A. Callum, can you sit over here for a second? Can you come over here for a second, please, Callum? Stand right here for me. So if you're ever watching a Leaf game on TV, during the intermission, they'll do the interviews right here, standing here. So they'll say, hey, Callum, how'd that first period go? Sign them already. Sign them already.
That was awesome.
Well done, Callum. Callum, I'm not done with you yet because you did such a good job. I'm wondering if Callum would do us a favor and lead us into the Maple Leaf locker room. Would you do that?
Not your brother.
You sure? Yeah.
Not your brother, you.
Before we do that, Callum, I'm going to give you a little history lesson or a little lesson in symbolism of the Maple Leaf logo right here. See right here? You have it on your hat. Tell all your friends at school, all your friends, or you can forget about it immediately after I tell you this. Look around here. You see all these tips around the Maple Leaf logo? There are 31 of those tips. That represents the year Maple Leaf Gardens, where we used to play. It was built back in 1931. Remember upstairs I mentioned it was built in only 6 months? So that represents when Maple Leaf Gardens was built. See the veins here around Toronto Maple Leafs. There are 17 of those. That represents when the team was founded, originally the Toronto Arenas, in 1917. And finally, Callum, there are 13 veins up top. Do you know what 13 represents? What do we have 13 of here? Stanley Cups. And that's why there's some spaces on these veins, because we want to add more veins for more Stanley Cups. Callum, time for you to do your job. You do your job, folks? What you're going to do is you're going to take that card, you're going to come over here. Mom and Dad, you might want to film this. What you're going to do, hold on a second, what you're going to do, you say, open sesame.
Ready?
Say open sesame. There we go. You actually have to say open sesame. Come on in.
He did it.
Come on, Colin. So you're going to right in here. You're going to go in that door. Can you pull that door open? Slide that open with your hands. Not too heavy. The other way. No, this way, left. The other left. That way. That's it. You're getting it. Keep going. There we go. Everybody go on in. Join Callum in the Maple Leafs locker room.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, it smells like your hockey bag. It smells like your hockey bag.
Yes, I like Tavares,
Some of the people freeze, but you'll see it. Okay, cool. Yes, my friends, so welcome to the Intersect from the Maple Leafs locker room. You'll notice these jerseys on the right, jerseys on the left, and one jersey there. On the right-hand side, this is where the forwards will sit. On the left-hand side, the defensemen. Sometimes there's some extra forwards over here. On the back side, of course, goalies, as you know, have the biggest equipment, therefore they need the biggest stalls. Stall lines in this case. You'll also notice some nameplates are empty and some jerseys are gone. That's because we don't have a roster finalized, but that will be updated. Of course, we've got the #1 draft pick coming in this year, Gavin McKenna, so we're not quite sure where he's going to sit, but it should be interesting. Now, I invite you to sit down and get a picture in front of a jersey. Also, because you were on the premium tour today, we have some artifacts on the Raptor side. So you can hold that, that stick, get a picture holding that stick. That is actually a game-used stick from Austin Matthews. So feel free to hold it, get a picture with it. Those skates there belong to John Tavares.
You can sit down, man.
Yeah, you can sit down.
Of course, your
And
mouth
these
is
pads belong to Stoli.
Oh my
So you
God.
can try on these pads and get a picture.
Give me a second.
Of course, the captain of the team will always be sitting there where Mr. TikTok is, because that is the best place to address the team. Austin Matthews is currently our captain. So take a few minutes, you can sit down, get a picture,
I call it right here.
and I can play a few other.
Do we need a picture? Will you guys take it? I'm gonna give my phone to someone. Yeah, thanks, man. It's already filming. It's already. Yeah.
Oh, it's already going?
Yeah.
Okay. Just no picture, you just, yeah. Gonna grab the stick. There you go, bud. Cheers.
Thank you.
Now, I would suggest if you want a really good photo opportunity, and I can assist in this endeavor, standing right here under the logo about here with your group, I can take a picture, you can take a picture yourself with this in the background. This is a suggestion. You don't have to. I'm not going to force you. I'm not going to arrest you if you don't. Come a little bit closer. A little bit closer.
This is like a dream. I don't even know how to explain this. You have to be a huge Leaf fan to understand this, but
Anybody else
oh
want to
my
be
god. No way.
Try to close that catcher. You're right. Try to squeeze the catcher closed. It's a tough one. You're not supposed to be worked in. Not supposed to be worked in for him.
That's sick. Can you squeeze it? Fairly? Guys, we have Anthony Stolar's, our goalie's actual glove, an actual blocker.
The Raptor locker. Back here, we have some equipment to work out, limber up, get ready for the game. And behind this wall, we have lockers. We have showers for the fellas. Over here, we got a TV room, place the guys to play video games, have a snack, just kind of chill out. Behind here, this wall, we have many hundreds of very, very expensive hockey sticks. And down that hallway with the drape is covering up, there's a trader's room, so you can sharpen skates, make repairs, the helmets, and also there are some meeting rooms for the coaches as well. So multi-purpose uses. Let me ask you, you prefer this locker room or the Raptors locker room?
Oh, this for sure.
This one's better?
Oh yeah.
People always ask me, why is this one nicer? And I say, well, remember, I told you at the start of the tour, who bought who back in 1998? These bought the Raptors. This is more of a country club deal, right? Versus the Raptors is a little bit cooler, but modern, but yeah, this is kind of a throwback to the early days. Of course, we have some screens down there. The coach will stand in the front of the room, and hopefully this fellow doing the repairs here is going to have to fix some time. I'm sure he won't, just joking. Look at replays, and talk about the periods. Very functional.
Just put your hands on it.
Okay, yeah, see you guys, take care.
I'm in awe right now.
What's it say?
Can't believe this thing.
Okay, everybody got photos? Get last photos, then we'll get you guys on your way. We're already a little behind schedule, but I wanted to make sure you guys saw everything on the tour today.
Yeah, I'm always doing that. Why say that? You'll see, right? It's a rapid release.
You gonna catch a couple of games this season?
Oh, I'd love to. I went to a couple playoff games. It's so much fun.
You're hot.
I was going to tell you
My blood's blue and white.
my TikTok story. A couple years ago, when we started doing these tours, we had a TikTok fella came in here, and everything was getting started, and ironing out the wrinkles, and we had a TikToker like this fella, hey, it was you!
He's from Richmond Hill.
And then all of a sudden, Jersey's up here, and he had this little bottle of water. We were about to get into the playoffs, so he said
You got most of it on
holy
video.
water, and started
How's that?
You got most of this on video, eh?
Jersey's
Yeah,
back
are you
today.
allowed to live stream this or no?
So,
Oh, really? 'Cause I feel like he's pissed.
No, that's good.
that
Oh,
card
okay.
You could,
and so
we find people on somebody to do a FaceTime.
Oh, yeah? Let's keep bringing up TikTok.
Okay, have you got the photos?
Because we've had people go on a tour.
Follow me, friends. Get you guys on your way.
Yeah. I only have 50 people.
I mentioned that our second team, we were known as the
There's
St.
nothing
Pat's
really
as we go
copyright about it.
out. You'll see the St. Pat's jersey on the left-hand side.
Even the
And the Leafs will wear this green and white jersey on St.
They
Patrick's
all
Day.
have that little bar, that QR code, because they want people
True.
to hey, I want to know about this artist, because I love this painting.
Hey, maybe one of them will come,
Yeah, that's everything. So it's not like a big copyright or freaking. It's all good. It's all good.
This is so cool. Wow, that was such an experience. Thanks for sharing that with me. That was amazing. Actually, the whole thing. That was probably right after my Akon concert for the coolest thing we've done. I'm not gonna lie.
What are you guys doing next? What do we have planned next? Or is this enough for today? Going home?
I'm gonna go live.
You're going to go live?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody else going live? You going live? I know what you mean. So I do a DJ show on Twitch, so I go live. Playing music.
Oh, yeah?
My favorite music, yeah.
Nice.
Older music, mostly. The 90s alternative music. Have you ever heard of Depeche Mode? No. Has anybody heard of Depeche Mode?
Yes,
Depeche?
I hate it.
Oh, jeez. New Order? The Cure?
No, like the Cure, you want to come on, man.
Awesome.
I'm one metal. I'm 80.
He's a metal guy.
I love the metal too, but this progressive, you come on.
No, I don't like it.
Oh man, you don't like
I've never heard of them.
Oh my god.
I don't know if there are more in Canada, but most of them.
Have you guys heard of Depeche Mode?
80s
Every time you're fighting
music in England was
Cure.
amazing coming out. Are you kidding me?
I don't like heavy metal.
Don't get me wrong, I'm a metal guy too. I'm a rock and roll guy, man.
Yeah.
Right? You know, I'm a rock and roll guy, man. I was, rock and roll was like 4 or 5 years old. So,
Se mantiene abierta, no hago nada.
So if you were watching a Raptor game on TV, just like, remember I showed you the stairs, the Leafs come up the stairs, they put a camera there, they do something similar in this hallway. But watch for it this season. They'll have the social media team here, like filming it. The Raptors will come up these elevators. Remember I said these are the Raptors elevators from the parking lot, and they'll walk down here, and they'll use that ice scanner on the left-hand side. He's only in the locker room that way. But they televise this portion of it because they call it the drip walk, because it refers to their fancy outfits and suits. So it's called the Raptor Drip Walk. So you can look for that next time you are watching a Raptor game on television. Yeah.
But you could see when they were jamming on stage, they were having a lot of fun. Oh, yeah. 73-year-old guys jamming.
Yep, true.
Jamming on stage was amazing. I couldn't believe it. These guys they played like 1985. It was pretty good. They played Hemispheres.
Rush?
Yeah.
I was into Rush for a while.
Amazing.
When I was in junior high school.
I know. I'm showing my age, right?
That was,
No, I know. How do you know I gave guys wrong?
you're not going to convince me.
Here, come on.
That was an hour and a half tour. It's going to be 2 hours soon.
Remember I was telling you that story about Bill DeRocco, who won the Stanley Cup and then he disappeared in a plane crash? That's that stick I was talking about. He used in that season, and that's the lyrics to that song. So the DeRocco family actually donated that stick recently, so this is one of the newest things, so I just thought I'd show you as we end off. A couple of final things as we send you guys on your way. First of all, thank you very much for joining us. Secondly, if you do need to use the bathroom before you leave, men right there, ladies over here. Also, I mentioned it to some of you already that your wristband gets is it 15 or 10% discount at the Real Sports merch shop if you're interested in checking it out, or in your case, getting 10% back. You go out this way, make a right into the Galleria, and you can see it on your right-hand side, and if you're hungry, you can get 10% off the Real Sports bar and grill there as well. The only other final thing I would say is that we love to hear feedback about your experience here today at Scotiabank Arena. If you had a really good time and you feel like writing a review and you want to mention the tour guide and the security personnel, my name is Ryan, that's Carlos. If you had a terrible time, my name is Phyllis, and that's Donna. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Take it back.
Thank you.
Dude, you are so good at what you do.
Oh, thanks, man.
That was unbelievable. I didn't know what to expect with this, but you're amazing, man.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I'm sure you're quite good on camera yourself.
Is there anything I can do to help promote you, or like just
mention my name?
Ryan,
Ryan, just mention my name as the guide.
Yeah, keep doing
I
it.
appreciate it.
You're awesome.
Thanks,
That's great.
man. What's your name?
I'm Reid. You can look me up at Reid Black.
Reid Black.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll make a note of that. So I'm going to download the app. I'll do that.
Hey, let's go, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Much love. Carlos.
Oh,
thanks, man.
oh man, it was my
That was
pleasure.
awesome.
It was good, eh? Are you going to Washington?
Yeah, Washington.
I'll make sure you come up.
Okay. Just gonna wash you guys. I'm gonna put you in my pocket, I guess, or I'm gonna pause you guys. Pause. Pause. That was amazing. What a cool experience. Oh man, that was amazing. Like, I don't even have words.
Take care. Bye-bye. Okay? Bye-bye.
Unbelievable. Thank you, man.
Make sure you catch a couple games, okay? If
I
you
hope we
can,
win the
man.
cup. Is this the year?
You know what? Here's my thing. Here's
Yeah.
my take on that. 10 years ago, we picked up Austin Matthews
Yeah.
in the first round draft
Yeah.
pick in Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
10 years later, we get McKenna, the first round draft pick. Get this. 1967, George Armstrong was an Indigenous kid from Northern Ontario. Indigenous held the cup.
Okay.
McKenna is Indigenous.
It's a sign.
It's a sign,
Oh
bro.
my God.
I'm telling you.
How would this? If McKenna,
I'm telling
if McKenna,
just like you.
No, and people will look at me and then, oh yeah, okay, Carlos.
We're
It's a
winning
sign.
If-
You tell them. It's a sign.
But if McKenna scores 4 goals in his first game, then it's a sign too. You know what I mean?
Not even that.
Yeah.
Even if he starts excelling, you're going to see how he plays. You watch. And you say, Carlos, maybe not this year, maybe next year.
I think
Take
we're gonna
care.
win this soon.
It's going to happen.
In my life, in our life, hopefully.
It's going to happen.
Yeah, it's gonna
I started
happen.
watching these guys in 1970. They've got to win.
Damn.
They've got to win. It should be. Yeah, it should be open. Just give
I
it a
hope
shot.
so. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Have a
Take
good
care.
day. Eh?
All the best. Eh?
You too.
Take care, guys.
That was amazing. Wow. Unreal.
Okay.
This is the year. I can't believe we just walked in the dressing room. Like, what the heck? So cool, guys. That was amazing. Hope you guys enjoy that. No, literally. I gotta drink a lot of water right now. I did not drink enough water today, so self-care time, guys. Self-care. Oh, it's so nice right now. Should we all leave reviews? You can if you'd like. Yeah. You know what? I was just thinking while I was in the washroom. This is important. I think this is a good thing to remember. If someone is working, a lot of people will not compliment them on how good they're doing because it's almost the expectation that if someone's working, that's their job, right? But if you notice someone's doing more or they excel at what they do, it's such a nice thing to tell someone because I'm sure they don't hear it a lot. Whether it's a waitress working at a restaurant, whether it's a tour guide, whether it's whatever it is, you know what I mean? Because it's one thing to do your job, it's another thing to do your job really well. So don't ever be afraid to tell someone that they're doing a good job at their job, you know? Yeah, it costs nothing to give compliments, exactly. But, yeah. I gotta figure out how to get home. I don't know where I am. So maybe I'll get off, walk home, maybe do do you guys want me to go live when I get back? We can do short live, 1 hour live. I'm gonna take off tomorrow just to reset and everything, and then I'll be back on Friday. That works for you guys. All right. I'm just going to get something to eat. I'm going to eat, drink, get home, and then I'll jump on when I get home just for an hour. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm sorry I couldn't show everything. I was just kind of skeptical about I didn't want him to kick me out. The security guy was such a cool guy. The other guy I could tell I don't know if he liked me being on my phone, but it's fine. But do you guys remember when we went to Vegas? Okay, let's see how you guys remember. Do you guys remember where we were? Where it was I literally had to be super careful about showing you guys on live. Where were we in Vegas? Where I was probably the most sketched out about getting kicked out. We don't do this too much, but when we do it, where were we? Wizard of Oz? I mean, yes, but what was the other place? That was Flyover, that's it. Yeah, another Flyover. That one, do you remember the man was are you recording right now? There's no recording. I'm Visitor Boss too. Oh yeah, Visitor Boss too. Okay. All right, guys. I'm gonna jump on and we'll say like the next hour or something, just for an hour. But if I don't see you guys there, I hope you guys have a great Wednesday. And is it Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday. Have a good Wednesday. And thanks for joining. That was a lot of fun. Glad to have you guys a part of all these memories. So thanks for being a part of it. Love you guys.